That means you have to always fix it. You don't want to be with a person that sit there and make you the sole, cause, the root cause of all the problems. Like, hey, what's up, everybody? In this video, I want to go over the 5 things you should be seeing in a woman before you say the L word. If you a dude that's never got laid a day of your life, the moment you get some booty, the first thing y'all want to spew out your mouth is, I love you, or, whatever you want to say. And that's a huge mistake. Before any man starts saying that he loves a woman, I think these are the 5 biggest things y'all might want to check out before you make a huge mistake by revealing how you truly feel to her. The first thing I have on the list that a man should be checking for when he's, on a hunt or dating a woman is that you know her true character. What makes her who she is? Is she a good person? Is she an ethical person? Like, look at the stuff that she does. How does she carry her true character? Do you even know her true character yet? Because typically in the beginning of relationship, the first few weeks or months all together, we tend to send our representative. So it's like not who you really is, but you basically on your best behavior. But I'll say over time, these little crack in the mask start shattering, then the real ugly or the real goodness start coming out. So if you haven't seen her true character, you might be making a huge mistake if you tell her I love you. Like, how does she treat other people? Are she treating her family, her brothers, the poor people? Is she treating them with kindness, or is she acting extra harsh when she interacts with them? Because the same way she acting with these people, when some stuff happened with the two of y'all, she gonna act this way with you. Like, this is her true character. The way she treating these people is how she really feels inside. This is her internal her. This is the real her. Is she a thief? Does she steal from people? I'm not trying to say the girl's a thief or nothing, but these are some of the things you gotta look at. Just because a woman's not doing this dirt to you doesn't mean that she doesn't do dirt to other people. And if she will do this to them, eventually, if it the stuff hit the fan, this could happen to you. So you need to know a woman's true character before you tell her that you love her. So the second thing you want to think about before you tell a woman that you love her is that how does she handles disagreements? Come on, man. If you ever been in a relationship, y'all not gonna always agree on everything. You don't even agree with all your friends all the time, so you don't think you're gonna have disagreements with your girl. Most people, they would say that, yeah, we're gonna have our ups and downs. Like, most of these ups and downs are just a whole bunch of arguments and fighting because two adults don't know how to communicate with each other. So if your woman does not know how to communicate with you, or talk about what's on her mind, and y'all having a disagreement, what's going to happen is that she's going to start stonewalling. She's going to start gaslighting you, point fingers at you, saying you the problem, and things of that sort. If you want to sit there and deal with a woman that's going to stress you out to the point where, you're going bald, this is natural, but you start losing your hair and all this, that, because you don't know how to talk with her, then you're going to be, like, turned upside down your whole world. You're going to be miserable. So be mindful of that. The third thing that I have on my list that you might want to think about before you give a woman a ring is, does she have a nurturing side? The whole definition of nurturing basically is to care, being a caring person. Does she care about other individuals? Does she care about her own appearance? Does she care about how she treat her car, her household? How does she treat you? She might be nice to you and all, but when you see her interact with other people, is she a jerk, or is she a good, kind, sweet, caring woman? Like, no, if you're a nurturing person, you shouldn't have like a whole bunch of selfish qualities. Like, most caring people are trying to do positive things by default. So if your woman out here twerking on the ground, you don't want her as the nurturer of your child, because this woman does not even respect herself. So be mindful of what woman and what type of nurturing that she's giving you, because this is what you're going to get. So the fourth thing you may want to think about before you tell a woman that you love her is, does she stress you out? Think about this real hard, man. Does she really stress you out? If you with a woman that stresses you out, you're going to have a hard life and everything. It's going to make you think negative. It's going to drain your energy. You're going to be like having hard days at work. It's going to really like affect you mentally, and it's going to affect you on how your performance is outside of the house. You don't want to be with a woman that's going to, take you out without being present. That's a horrible way to go down. Like, a stressful person is used to being in a toxic environment. Like, you want to be with a woman, you want a woman that's going to be your peace and comfort, not somebody that's going to have you like running up the walls and screaming and yelling and breaking stuff, getting y'all evicted. No, don't be with a stressed out individual. Don't be with a stressed out person. These type of people are going to ruin your life. Before you tell a woman you love her, this final thing right here, you need to be asking yourself, does she have to always be right? I know this ties back into number 2, but like I said, does she always have to be right? You don't want to deal with a woman that always thinks she's right, because if you are dating the type of person and you want to be with them long term, her always having to be right means that she's always going to be right. She's going to be in charge, and you're always going to be at fault. And when you are at fault in a relationship with a person that always have to be right, that means you have to always fix it. You don't want to be with a person that sit there and make you the sole, cause, the root cause of all the problems. Like, let's think of this right here. Back when we was kids, when we used to take these multiple choice tests, it would typically be 4 answers, right? 1 would be the right answer, 1 may be the right answer, and 2 of them is the wrong answer. And the ones that's typically the wrong answer will always say these words right here. It would say never or always, and your girl right here is talking about always, so you already know she is not right if we basing this off our childhood. So this has been my video about the 5 things you might want to think about before you tell your girl that you love her, because you might regret it. Leave a like, a comment, or subscribe. This your boy Labz, and I'm out.